Hello, welcome back to another anime art video. My name is Dennis and I am a beginner artist. And in today's video, I'm going to be drawing Nami. And I'm going to apologize in advance, not for the picture, because I don't know how that's going to turn out. It might turn out better than I think, it might turn out worse than I think. But I apologize in advance if you can hear any sound in the background. So, I decided to draw Nami because everybody I like the way they do arcs, like in One Piece, how you'll have like a character, they'll show each individual character defeating their enemy and then move on to the next one, so you would know either the crew is gonna win or they're gonna lose. So if one crew member loses, it's safe to assume that they might all lose, you know. So one example I can give is when they were versus CP9, and Luffy was hungry when he first went up against them, and then got knocked out the window. He got filled with bullet pistols, and then he got knocked out the window and got stuck between a thing, right? He lost that encounter, so the rest of the Straw Hats lost that encounter, and then they had to go back and do a rematch when Luffy was stronger. So naturally, they all, reciprocated the captain's power level. If Luffy's power level goes up, even by like a little bit, his crew member's power level goes up just a little bit. I don't want to make the comparison to their bounties, because they clearly said in the show the bounty doesn't, they stated that the bounty doesn't show like a power of a person. The bounty just shows how the government wants this person based on the stuff that they do. So that's why Kid had a higher bounty than Luffy, because Kid was killing a bunch of civilians. Luffy never does that, so obviously he wouldn't get like crazy bounty. If he did, I'm pretty sure he would have he would have had the highest bounty, and Kid wouldn't have even come close to touching Luffy. But based on that fact, I saw this video that stated I forget, I think it was like Queen or King, and stated that because I think it was Queen, stated because Queen's bounty was a billion and something, I think like 1,300,000,000 or like 1,500,000,000 or whatever it was. I don't remember what it is, but I know it's in the billions. And then he stated, like he said in the video, that he's Yonko level. What? What? Why does that make sense? He's underneath a Yonko, and that makes him Yonko level based on solely on the fact of his bounty. We already know Morgan's is trolling. Like he says, "Oh, the fifth emperor of the sea, Straw Hat Luffy," because he has a billion berry bounty now. But that's not facts. That's not, that's not guaranteed. That's not a thing. Because you have a billion berries doesn't make you a emperor. It doesn't. So because I guarantee you, when we see Dragon's bounty, he wouldn't be like, they don't consider Dragon an emperor. They don't. But I guarantee he has a high bounty based on the fact that the government wants him either dead or captured. But they'd probably prefer dead, because he's like actively trying to get them, or actively knows something that they don't want him to know, probably. So with that fact, like, you can't state that a person is as strong as a Yonko just because their bounty is over 1,000,000,000. That video made no sense to me, and I don't know why a person would, like, if you call yourself a fan of a show, you got to take into account all the information that the show gives, right? So that information has been given to us since the beginning of time. Like, we know that bounties don't equal power. They can like gauge relatively how close you are to somebody else's power. It was shown in when Luffy was getting ready to go to Sky Island and he one-shot Bellamy. Bellamy had a bounty of, I think it was like the 50 or something like that, 50 million or whatever, and Luffy had 100, right? So he one-shot him. So I think people are going based off of that, but in the regards of that, Luffy had 50 million more berries on his head than Bellamy did. And the thing with that is, that's a large gap, right? So when you think about like Kid and Luffy, Luffy was underneath him by maybe 2 or 3 million. That's not a large gap, and that gap can get filled if Luffy just walks into a couple towns and just slaughters just random people, you know? So when you think about it in the regards of that, we don't know if Kid's whole bounty is based off of him killing people or if he actually did some things that would get him wanted. But we know Luffy straight up did a bunch of stuff that the government didn't want him to do, and that's why his bounty is so high. So you can't judge power based on a bounty. It doesn't work. So you can gauge relativeness. I don't even think that's a word, but you can think relatively whether or not bounty can get you close to maybe the top of somebody's power or what they might be capable of doing. But I wouldn't base everything on a bounty. So let's get into this. I ended up talking about bounties just based on one picture, but let's get into this.
Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind, just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with a nasty bite. I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with a nasty bite. In the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control. know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with a nasty bite. I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with a nasty bite. I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control. Darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you. In the blackened eyes, make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with a nasty bite. I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with a nasty bite. I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control. what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control.
I am finished with this video. I'm sorry if you can hear the dog. I don't know why. It kind of aggravates me. The dog always barks. And let me look out the window real quick. Yeah, and he's barking at nothing. So, like, he just stands there and sometimes it just starts barking. Well, I think it's a girl, actually. So, she just stands there and just barks for no reason sometimes. But, I like, I'm sorry if you can hear that laughing in the TV as well in the background. That's not my TV. That's a TV in the other room. But I think this one came out better than I thought it would. I thought I was going to mess up more on the hair. But overall, I think you can tell what it is. You can tell who it's supposed to be. And you can tell that the hair looks good for what it is, right? So that's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe. If you didn't, let me know what I can do in the comment section to make it better for you to watch next time. The glove is off. Peace, love. Thanks for watching.